Okay, we're talking about the range of f of x equals 2 to the x. So the domain from negative 2 to 2, we know from making our tables that the values of the function go from 1/4 to 4, right? Now, if it was from negative 10 to 10, well, you might have trouble calculating those numbers. You would go from 1 over 1024 to 1024, right? Everybody knows that 2 to the 10th is 1024, don't they? I know. Okay. Well, you could verify this, right? And you know that from this, that the smaller or the more negative your x value gets, the smaller this fraction gets, and you know why. Okay? Yeah. Bigger negative numbers, further from the origin, give you reciprocals of bigger positive numbers, right? Okay? 2 to the negative 10th is 1 over 2 to the 10th. 2 to the 10th is pretty big already. It's over 1,000, okay? So this number gets closer and closer to 0, okay? This number approaches but never reaches 0. And this number here approaches but can't reach infinity, right? That makes sense? If you understand the table and the calculations of 2 to the x for negative and positive numbers, then you can understand what I just said, okay? And then it gives you a picture, a very useful picture, of why the domain of 2 to the x is negative infinity to infinity, okay? So if the domain is negative infinity to infinity, which is the biggest domain anything can have, right? Any real numbered function, real value, any function of real number. The range is from 0 to infinity. Okay? You don't include 0 because no matter how big a negative number you put in here, this number is not going to become 0, right? It's going to become 1 over something unimaginably huge that might as well be 0 except for arithmetic, okay? But it won't be 0. And this number is get as big as you like. You raise 2 to just the 10th power, you're already up to 1,000. You raise it to the 20th power, you're over 1,000,000, okay? 30th power, you're over 1,000,000,000, and so on and so on. So that's what happens. It's because of what happens with these numbers that you should have a good basis for understanding based on what we did at the very beginning of the course, right? So think it through if you need to. Very important, okay?